I'm Ricky Watson. I'm in Mr. Agnes' third hour class, and this is my Slaughterhouse 5 essay, and it consists of the following. In the book Slaughterhouse 5, it tells you what mainly is going on during this time period. A main character in the book is known as Billy Pilgrim. Another character in the book is Paul Azzaro. Another character in the book is Bertram Copeland Rumford, and the last character I chose is Roland Wary. These are a couple of the main characters in this book and will be described by what they do or what they have done. Billy Pilgrim is a World War II veteran and a POW survivor of the firebombing of Dresden, prospering optometrist, a husband, and a father. You could also say that Billy lives a life full of indignity and so perhaps has no great fear of death. Billy trains as a chaplain's assistant, a duty that earns him disgust from his peers. During his service at war, Billy is thrust abruptly into duty at the Battle of the Bulge, a famous battle during World War II. That pretty much sums up what Billy Pilgrim has done in his life and what he is like as well. The next character I chose is Paul Azzaro. And Paul Azzaro is a soldier who was kept as a prisoner of war with Billy and the other Americans that were held prisoner. He has the worst and weakest body of all Americans that arrived at the prison camp as well. Paul Azzaro is an extremely hateful and violent person and thinks there's nothing sweeter than revenge in his eyes. Paul Azzaro wants to avenge his friend, Roland Wary, by having Billy Pilgrim shot. That summarizes what Paul Azzaro was like when he was at the prison camp and what his personality is like towards others. Bertram Copeland Rumford is an Air Force veteran with many medals. He is a well-known Air Force historian who is trying to condense the 27-volume Air Force history of the Second World War into a book. Bertram Copeland Rumford has a very young, pretty, yet dumb girlfriend whose name happens to be Lily. In Bertram's opinion, he believes that the weak should just die and that only the strong survive. So the information that is listed above shows who Bertram is and what his opinions are towards things and towards others. My last character that I chose happened to be Roland Wary, who is a soldier who fights in World War II. In the book, he is described as being fat and sadistic and hates being rejected by others. He first met Billy when Roland had 2 scouts with him. He tries convincing the people on the boxcar that he had a wonderful threesome called the Three Musketeers, who did wonderful and brave things for the country and for God, and that Billy had broken them up and killed them all. Later on, Roland Wary ends up dying on the boxcar. So in the information that is listed above is what I mainly remembered the most while reading the book was the characters. Billy Pilgrim was a character I remembered the most because he was the main character throughout the whole story. Paul Azzaro was a character that I remembered well because he was a prisoner with Billy. Bertram Copeland Rumford was another character I remembered well as well. The last character happens to be Roland Wary. And that is my Slaughterhouse 5 essay. Thank you.